Hello there. Settled and warm again on Friday with plenty of late spring sunshine around and temperatures rising across the four nations into the low 20s in Celsius.
Wow, after the strongest solar storm in 20 years, incredible aurora right across the UK. I'll show you more pictures throughout the morning. Plus, it's a dry and warm day for many of us today, but thunderstorms for tomorrow.
If you looked up into the sky last night, you may well have been greeted by something like this, a stunning array of colours.
We were in bed, we missed them.
Not together.
Not together, just to be clear. We were asleep, but if you were up, you would have seen all of this incredible stuff. One of the strongest geomagnetic storms for years. It meant the northern lights could be seen right across the UK, as our correspondent Helena Wilkinson now reports.
A tantalising glimpse of the spectacular light show that was about to unfold across the UK. At Crosby Beach in Liverpool, people gathered to witness the breathtaking sight, a burst of colour lighting up the clear overnight sky. The Northern Lights made a rare appearance across the UK. This was Manchester, the city bathed in a bright, colourful glow. Clear conditions meant parts of the country were treated to dramatic displays. This was the dazzling scene in Hornsey in Yorkshire. Liam James, who captured the moment, described it as the best display he'd ever seen. Even more southerly areas like Basingstoke in Hampshire were treated to the spectacle. The Northern Lights are caused by the Earth's atmosphere reacting to charged particles from the sun.
This is sort of a huge explosion that can be associated with the flare, but basically what happens is part of the sun actually lifts off the surface, right? So this plasma, the charged particles, the magnetic field that makes up the sun, part of it actually lifts off the sun and streams away into space.
If you missed last night's display, there might be a chance to capture it this evening. Helena Wilkinson, BBC News.
So we didn't see it.
No.
Have you ever seen them?
No. I'm really jealous of everyone who got to see them.
I know,
last night.
you know,
Incredible.
morning, Simon. Matt Taylor, our colleague, has put a picture out saying it's the first time he's seen it, which is, and I know we've had conversations about desperate to do it. We've even considered a trip, haven't we, to try to see it. Had you seen them before?
Never seen them. And like you, I was in bed last night. I woke up at about 11 o'clock. I could see on social media it was going nuts. Everybody was looking at it, so I thought, right, I'm going outside. I was half naked outside, looked up into the sky, and I honestly, with the naked eye, you could see the purples in the sky. When you get your phone out, that's when you get really that kind of array like that, you know, and it was streaking in the sky. I mean, it was magical.
You were asking, weren't you, why you can't see it as well with your naked eye? Why
you see it better with a camera?
You see it better with the camera because your camera picks up more light than your natural eye does.
So, did you see greens and purples, or was it just...
Yeah, I did, yeah, absolutely. And
it's not over, is it?
It's not over, no, because it was, you're right, one of the strongest geomagnetic storms that we've had in over 20 years. It was a G5 geomagnetic storm, that's the highest level. So it was seen widely across the UK, across Europe, right across the United States as well. So it really was a very rare event.
But we can see it
tonight. But tonight as well, we could well see it too. So, yeah. Stay up.
There's hope. There's
Nip
hope.
out from watching Eurovision to see it.
Absolutely. Yeah, Eurovision, then go outside and look at the Northern Lights. Yeah, I mean, we have had, I am not joking, thousands of photographs sent in to us overnight, and they are incredible. I mean, that is just Buckinghamshire. I'll show you many more of these photos throughout the morning. But as we go through today, it's looking largely fine and sunny once again. Temperatures will be getting up into the low to the mid-20s, but there will be some changes as we go through into Sunday. There'll be some thunderstorms, mainly across western areas of the UK. So some changes. Still fairly warm, though, even with those thunderstorms. And here is the Aurora forecast for tonight. Look at that. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. That forecast, again, right across the United Kingdom. And it's probably a bit earlier tonight, so maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight, probably the best viewing times.
I know I ask a lot, but you know that map with the Aurora Borealis tonight? Can you explain next time what the greens and reds mean?
I will indeed.
Thank you.
It really was incredible. We missed it, but hopefully we'll see it tonight.
Thousands didn't miss it, though. Simon, I don't know how you're picking out the pictures, are you?
Honestly, I am not joking. We've had over 3,000 weather watcher photographs from last night. Absolutely incredible pictures. And you're right, I don't know how I can pick them out because they are all just incredible.
Do you feel like a winner this morning because you've waited all your life to see them?
So I woke up last night. I got too excited. I woke up last night. I was awake at 3:30 this morning to come to work. But I woke up in the night and I went outside, half naked, in my garden, picture to find the aurora, and it was magical. First time I've ever seen it. And you could see it with the naked eye as well.
Just stunning.
There's a lot of word naked going on.
Sorry, Ben. Yeah, images there. Yeah.
Let's move on. You can be warned of it happening, can't you?
Oh, absolutely, yes. We knew yesterday that we had this very large sunspot.
Why didn't you tell me?
It was on social media. I posted it on social media to just, pay more attention, Aga.
To social media, or I could just talk to you.
You could have, yeah, I should have mentioned it. Yeah, I should have mentioned it to you. But listen, if you missed it last night, tonight
we can do it. I can see it, because I've never seen it.
Yeah, so let me show you this graphic, because this is the forecast, actually. And the red there is just the probability. That's the 100% probability of seeing it in northern areas. But even to the south, it's green there, but there will be aurora visible across southern areas of the UK through tonight as well. So if you missed it, really, it is very magical. Just get out there with your camera and have a look.
I'm so desperate to see it.
The best bit is, if you didn't see it last night, there's pretty good chance of being able to see it tonight as well, isn't there?
Simon's going to tell us more about it. And, from our weather morning, our weather watchers are brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, because they always, even if you can think it's the dullest day, they will send a picture in and make it beautiful and make the weather even more interesting.
Yep.
But yesterday there was a feast, wasn't there, for you?
Honestly, I am still buzzing from last night. It was absolutely incredible. Just knowing that this was going to happen. And then looking this morning at our weather watchers, we had over 3,000 photographs sent in to us. There was a huge spike from about 9 o'clock to 1 a.m. Last night, which is nothing I've ever seen before with our weather watchers. And, with pictures like this, you can absolutely see why.
People dream of this. I've dreamt of seeing this. And so tonight we can...
Yes. So... with a naked eye, it doesn't look like that. Let's just say that. But even last night, I went outside, a bit sleepy this morning, but I went outside and I could see the purple haze in the sky. So you can see the aurora, you can see faint visions of it, but you need to get your camera. And as soon as you put your camera there, because it picks up more light, it's more sensitive to the light, then it will start to look a bit more like this. But regardless, I don't care if it didn't look like that with my naked eye, because just knowing it was there, it was magical.
Yeah, absolutely. OK, so
anyway,
set the scene for today.
Over 3,000 weather watcher photos. My apologies if I don't show yours, because it is very difficult to go through all of them and show all of them. But really, they have been absolutely fantastic, absolutely outstanding photographs from last night. And throughout the week, you can see here, it does stay unsettled. There'll be some showers, not a washout. There will be some sunny spells in between those showers. Temperatures about 16 to 19 degrees Celsius, perhaps a bit more typical for the time of year. And when you get the sunshine, that will still feel pretty warm. So not too bad, but just not as nice if you like the dry, sunny, warm weather that we've had over the last few days.
Do you know what Ben did during your forecast?
What did he do?
He said, you got to Monday and he went, just stop there now.
Just don't go any further.
Yeah.
We like a longer forecast, but quit while you're ahead.
Yeah.
OK, all right, sorry.
You started strong.
Shall I put more aurora pictures then?
Yeah.
And not do it Monday onward?
Yeah.
You've got it.
Thank you.
By 11 o'clock, we'll get it right. See you later. And those are images you often think, oh, you have to be in Scandinavia, to see. So to have them here...
Have you gone on a big trip purposely to see them?
Or you have to be in the northern tip of Scotland to see it.
We just slept through it all. It's really impressive.
We had to get up early. Someone else, all of us get up early on this team. Simon, what time is your alarm usually?
3:30 a.m.
OK, yet you jumped
awake.
out of bed last night.
I was out of bed.
Way past your bedtime.
Yes, I woke up at about 11 o'clock and I just saw the mass. I knew that this was going to come, but then I just saw so many posts on social media about it. So I thought, right, I need to go and have a look myself. I can't miss this. I'm too excited. Went outside, probably spent about an hour outside just looking at the sky. Even with the naked eye, you could see the purple haze just in the sky.
And had you seen them before?
I'd never seen them before, no. And I never thought I would see them unless I went to Iceland or northern Scotland or whatever.
Which is why it's so surprising, because when we say everyone got to see it...
We mean everybody.
Yeah,
I mean,
even further south than London.
Exactly, yeah, in parts of the Alps, you know, southern Europe saw the aurora as well. And actually, you know, when we do talk about it, we always say, you know, go away from light pollution, look to the northern sky. But even in London, look, that's the South Bank. Look how incredible that is. I mean, honestly, it was just amazing. We had thousands of weather watcher photographs sent in to us last night, and it was very difficult to pick some of these, but you can see really just spectacular views here that you would expect to see in the Arctic Northern Circle. So everyone's asking, are we going to be able to see it tonight? Well, last night, it was an extreme geomagnetic storm, the highest level of storm. Now, tonight, the auroral activity is going to continue, but perhaps we're looking at a G3, a strong geomagnetic storm. So it won't be quite as bright as it was last night, but there is still potential to see it tonight.
So, you know what? I've got some unresolved anger with Simon King.
Yes, because what did he not
Because yesterday evening, thousands, I would go as far as tens of thousands of people enjoyed the Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis. And you'd think if someone is as passionate about meteorological events as Simon King, you'd think he'd tell us about it. But no, he was so enjoying the sunshine yesterday. You do look guilty. You do look a bit sheepish.
I was on an OB yesterday, wasn't I? So I was outside.
Outside broadcast, we say,
on a deck
OB.
chair,
yeah.
Injuring myself on a deck chair. Thanks
And you
to
forgot
Naga.
to tell us to look for the Aurora Borealis.
I
But
know.
yet your phone went off like loopy last night.
Yeah, it did.
At 11. And with how many? And you've had like thousands?
Thousands.
4,000
I'd say
weather watch
probably
pictures?
so far up to now about 4,000-ish. Weather watcher photographs from last night. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I've never seen anything like this across the United Kingdom. The number of reports we've had across the United Kingdom and absolutely stunning pictures of the Northern Lights. Scenes that you'd normally perhaps expect to see in the Arctic Circle in Iceland, maybe northern Scotland, but not towards the southern areas of England. This is in Hampshire, I think it was. Sorry, that one's in the Highland, yeah, but absolutely incredible. So is it going to happen again tonight? Well, last night we had an extreme geomagnetic storm. That's G5, it's called. Now, the geomagnetic storm has eased off slightly, so tonight it's more likely going to be a strong storm, a G3, so lower, but still likely to see it across the UK.
Before we leave you, we're going to take you back to the Aurora Borealis. So, mini science lesson. There were corona mass ejections on the sun. Think of like volcanoes. They caused geomagnetic storms on Earth, and they were at the strongest levels, level 5. Now, that was last night, but you have an opportunity this evening because those storms are going to be around level 3 today. So all across the UK after sunset, which is...
about 8:30, so...
8:40-ish?
Yeah, and then it'll get dark at, maybe about half an hour, 45 minutes after that. So if you look out tonight when it's dark, use your phone, take pictures because they are most sensitive. So you'll get some pretty cool images with your phone tonight if you have a look outside.
And we've had more than 4,000 Weather Watcher pictures through already. So tomorrow, no doubt, the team would love to see your pictures.